So I want to be a master of Pokemon. Do I have the skills to be number one? Let's find out. Hello Cobras and welcome back to Pokemon Omega Ruby. I'm TryclydeTamer. Only trainers who have collected all 8 gym badges may go beyond this point. Please permit us to evaluate your worthiness, trainer. Trainer, believe in yourself and your Pokemon and go forth. Alright, I'm so pumped for these upcoming battles. Your door's closing, oh boy. As customary for epic episodes, I'm wearing my Alpine hat alongside my Blastoise shirt because, well, it's pretty much the only Pokemon shirt I have, or pretty much merchandise for that matter. Actually, I do have a Charizard backpack that I'm looking right at. Now to complete the Kanto starter set, I just need like a Venusaur hat or something. That would be pretty cool with like the vines coming down off of a beanie or something. I really like the cinematics in between the places to reach a member of the Elite Four. It takes a while, but you can be amazed by the 3D greatness. Let's battle the first guy getting off of his chair that he's probably been sitting on for a long time. Welcome, Challenger. I'm Sydney of the Elite Four. Not to be confused with my dog Sydney, that's SYD anyway. Let's talk to this guy. I like that look you're giving me. I guess you'll give me a good match. That's good. Looking real good. Alright, let's get down to the kind of battle that can happen only here in the Pokemon League. Give it a smug look. A little bit of tuft of hair at his front. Quite the menacing guy, and it's very fitting for what type he has. Dark type. And Sydney does actually mean dark. And my dog is a Houndoom. Speaking of dogs, his first Pokemon is going to be Mightyena. Kind of a generic Pokemon. But we battle plenty of these, so we have to know how to deal with it for this. I'm opening up a Strain, and the Intimidate's going to hit me to lower my attack by 1 stage, which is a little disorienting. I'm not going to hold it from you guys. I actually have a Persimberry on Strain to make confusion go away. It's because this Mightyena knows Swagger. It's the attack that raises attack by 2 stages, but confuses. But the Persimberry is going to come into effect and have a +1 Iron Head that's going to be happening here and should be taking out this Mightyena. Balance out a bit of green HP it had, and have enough to take it out. And Strain is growing to level 51. And we are dealing with a lot of level 50s here, so we're going to be having a little bit of a challenge. Autotomize, I'm not going to be learning that. It's a move for increasing speed, but I don't quite find that necessary. Up next, the Shiftry. It probably knows a fighting type attack. I highly doubt it, nor do I really recall. Let's see. I'm going to be switching into... wait for it. Omega Spirit, the Dusk Noir. Nice, nice. Shifting its hands around, even though Shiftry is the one that's shifting its hands, even though it's just waving them in the wind. Oh well, it shouldn't be too nitpicky about this stuff. Feint Attack. Even with my high defense, it does a decent amount of damage. Ice Punch is going to bring down the red health, and freeze it solid. It might not be exactly enough because Elite Four members are known and are notorious for using full restores. So what I'm going to do now is use Will-O-Wisp so that the burning can whittle it down a little bit. I can use another Ice Punch. He shouldn't use a full restore, but then the burn will take it down. Nice little strategy I got going on, I guess, even though the first Ice Punch was experimental to see how much damage it could do. And I didn't need a second burning sensation to take down Shiftry. That's 2 of his 5 Pokemon that he has. Mean Look, not really too helpful for leads because they don't really substitute their Pokemon too much. Only the Challenger may substitute their Pokemon. Nah, that's not really the case. Up next is a Sharpedo, and I don't want to use any physical attacks, so let's go for my least physical attacker ever in my entire team. Actually, I'm pretty sure this is my only special attacker, Statica, so I don't have to worry about getting the little bit of HP taken off of me for making contact, even though moves that are considered physical don't necessarily make contact, such as Earthquake or Rock Slide. I don't think Rough Skin applies to those. Not exactly sure. His Pokemon after that is going to be Absol. So how about a battle of the dog Pokemon? I guess Marowak's a little bit of a dog. I'm gonna use Flamethrower, see how much that does. I don't want to worry about the full restore. And whoa, critical hit, gets it down to red health. Night Slash isn't a critical hit, but it gets me down close to red health. How many times can I say red health in this episode? Who knows, this is only our first battle that we have going on here. Flamethrower gets it down to yellow, but I want to give it a nice jolt as well, to seal the deal on his ace Pokemon Absol. Get out of here. Then he has Cacturn. It's always so weird that these trainers are going for their ace Pokemon before their last slot. I want it to be epic, dude. Cacturn should go down without a problem. It is Grass Dark type, so it could use like Needle Arm and Feint Attack, such smug moves for a smug guy. Well, how do you like that? I lost. It was fun, so it doesn't matter. Right. Fun is all that matters in Pokemon. Well, listen to what this loser has to say. You've got what it takes to go a long way. I'm rhyming today. Go on to the next room and challenge your next battle. Alright, thank you very much. So, I'm gonna heal my health a little bit before we move along. I am very much so set, so let's swivel around him and move along. Very Japanese themed as we go along, seeing some lilies. Spooky, the lights are lighting up, going from one end to the middle, and the door is opening to a black hole. Those are probably some giant Lotas in the water there. And it's probably safe to assume that this girl is a ghost-type trainer. Let's start conversation with her. Ha ha ha! I'm Phoebe of the Elite Four. The view from a weird angle here. I did my training on Mount Pyre. While I trained there, I gained the ability to commune with ghost-type Pokemon. The bond I developed with my Pokemon is extremely tight. Come on, just try and see if you can even inflict damage on my Pokemon. Well, I know that normal type moves won't hit, but ghost type moves will. I have a feeling that we weren't the only two people in the room. Of course, there was plenty of Pokemon, but there may have been another person. I mean, it was just going as if it was from the point of view of a little girl. Yeah, it's actually confirmed that there's like a little ghost girl that looks like a fairy trainer. Her first Pokemon is Dusclops and mine is Dusknoir, so there's the obvious upper hand here. I think we should take this Dusclops down without too much of a problem with a single Shadow Punch. Powered up by Stab, Super Effectiveness, and my Spooky Plate. Then she's going for Sableye. It would be neutralized because it's Ghost Dark, and the only type super effective on it would be Fairy, unless certain moves were used on it to make it weak to fighting types, such as Foresight or Odor Sleuth. The chance you'd actually want to have that move on your Pokemon. I want Sableye to be Steel type so you can use Flamethrower and it be super effective. Foul Play. That's a weird move because not only does it go based on the attack power, it has like 95 base power, but it also goes based on your attack stat in relation to your opponent. And that trick isn't really too high compared to its special attack, so not too much of a worry for me. It doesn't do too much damage. Now she's going for Bayonet. She actually has two Bayonets, so I don't know which one it is going to be. I don't really remember their movesets anyway. I'm going to be going for Queen Bill Cosby. Wanna know why she's queen, even though she has a male name? I'm going to use Fling Attack, a newly taught move for the Elite Four, and fling a King's Rock. Look at all that. And it's going to flinch. And since I have the King's Rock, the chance of flinching from Waterfall is made even higher too, so how about we use Waterfall and not take too much damage at all from that Shadow Ball here in this hall. I'm a trainer tall or something. Dusknoir coming up. I'll serve you a bird. Fried bird. Maybe it knows Fire Blast. Be a weird move. I don't think you can learn Flamethrower. It probably can learn Fire Blast. This seems like the Pokemon that would be able to learn Fire Blast. It's weird because Alpha Bird is able to learn Sunny Day, which is a strange move. How about I serve up Steel Wing, see what that does. not much of anything. Ice Punch is gonna hit with some gusto, and it's gonna freeze Alpha Bird. Fall to the ground, break the ice, and break her wings off. That would be a little bit morbid, so good thing that's the thing that can happen. I'm not really going too quickly around here because I'm trying to decide in my mind while I'm talking. Alright, let's have a battle of waving your hands around and using your punching moves, punching all over the place. Again, with the whole Ace Pokemon not being your final Pokemon thing, Shadow Punch is going to take Duskmore down. Second and first, same as the first. She's going for her second Bayonet as her final Pokemon. Let's Safeguard myself, even though I don't know Safeguard. Safeguard as in using Will-O-Wisp to burn this Bayonet. It would be weird if it knew Facade didn't hit because it's a normal type move and it can't hit ghost type stuff. Have a Confused Ray. I just want to do all the extra chip damage I can do to make sure Bayonet goes down, even though it is a frail Pokemon, so why am I even bothering with this stuff? Is it going to hit himself with Confusion? No, it's not. It's going to use Spite, so it's going to cause my PP to go down even more. I think my Will-O-Wisp keeps going down. My Elixirs and Ethers may actually come into use for once, even though I have used a few before. You defeated Elite Four Phoebe! Oh darn, I've gone and lost. There's definitely a bond between you and your Pokemon too. I didn't recognize that fact, so it's only natural that I lost. Yep, I'd like to see how far your bond will carry you. Go ahead, move on to the next room. Thank you very much, Phoebe. Made my preparations. Dexter is now in the lead for our upcoming battle. And we already know what type it's going to be. Snow type, because it's snowing all over the place. I see a few icicles. I don't think there's an ice type Pokemon. That wouldn't make any sense at all. I don't think there's ever been ice type in the Pokemon series. Unless they added some in that stupid 4th generation that everybody hates. I'm just talking out of my ass right now. It's obviously an ice type. Making the pathway ice as well. Hope I don't slip and drop my Pokeballs into the never-ending abyss. Another lady. Welcome. My name is Glacia of the Elite Four. I travel from afar to Hoenn so that I may hone my ice-type moves. But all I have seen are challenges by weak trainers and their Pokemon. I wonder what you will show me. What a relief it would be if I could, for once, have a serious battle against an opponent. And here she comes. All dressed up. She doesn't really have anywhere to go though, because she's just forever doomed to sitting here waiting for weak challengers, even though you have to be a strong trainer to make it to the Elite Four. But it's not only Pokemon strength that brings you this far, it's also your determination for yourself, being an aspiring trainer and all this stuff, and also EV training your Pokemon so that they can easily overpower your opponents. Yeah, starting off with Getster with the Drain Punch. I have the Expert Belt on it, so super effective moves will be made more powerful. And the Drain Punch is going to give me back some nicely earned HP. Not going to use Ice Shard against me again this Glalie. And recover the only 14 HP I had left to get back. Awkward words. Then she's going for Frostlass. It's going to be a Ghost type, so fighting won't be effective at all. I haven't been seeing much action from Strain. I don't think I used him at all in the battle with Phoebe. And barely much at all in the battle with Sydney, so how about to bring in some Strain action? I was only thinking about Rock Slide, but Iron Head's going to be pretty good too, even though I have the Hearthstone on it, so Rock type moves would be a little bit better. 75 compared to 80 plus whatever boost the Hearthstone gives me. But I want to use Iron Head. Maybe make it sound suggestive. Actually, it's my trend when under the influence of Attract to make suggestive jokes about what's going on. So like if I was infatuated, it's like, yeah, I'm gonna give you my Iron Head. Or maybe as opposite, she would give me Iron Head. I'd rather not. Glacia looks a little bit older. She's like Madonna. She's like, bitch, I'm Glacia or something. Come on, you're like in your 50s, you don't really have to do this stuff. And I just trucked through that wall rain without even much of a worry. And then she's got another Frostlass coming right up. How about some Alpha Bird action? I like alliteration, even though it's assonance. Any ghost type moves won't be able to hit me because of the normal type half. Steel Wing is super effective, does perfect damage, but Blizzard is a little bit too strong for me. Even if it used something like Ice Shard, it probably would have taken me out, even though it's a little bit more special oriented than physical, and the Ice Shard doesn't get that big of a boost because it only has 40 power. It's like an Ice type quick attack. Another move that I taught Bill Cosby to replace the HMs that I don't really need to use is superpower, so I can use some good power against things that are weak at the expense of losing attack and defense, but it would probably just be followed by a switch out to not have too much to worry about. But since this Glalie right here is your last Pokemon, how about I show off a little bit of that superpower thing I got going on. Ooh, Freeze Dry. It's actually super effective against water types, as you see right here, but Bill Cosby is so bulky. You know, it's bulky and stuff, and I'm actually using Bill Cosby voice for the first time. Just imagine a female Azumarill being voice acted by Bill Cosby in like that Pikachu movie thing. You and your Pokemon, how hot your spirits burn. So hot. You and your Pokemon, how fiercely your spirits burn. I'm repeating myself. My icy moves pale in the face of such all-consuming flames. Pale because it's all white in the place. Advance to the next room. There you will learn how fearsome the Pokemon League can truly be. Thank you for the words. Let's move along now. Go from a snowy tundra to a lava-filled hell. But it's not fire type we're going to be fighting. Let's not ignore the dragon in the room that's being fueled by the fire. Are we going to be fighting a dragon fire type, a Mega Charizard X? Oh, as much as I wish it would be so, it's not going to be the case. No Mega Pokemon quite yet. We just got a Dragon type trainer, and he's a sailor! Maybe he was friends with Mr. Briny. Quite the juxtaposition of attitude. I'm the last of the Pokemon League Elite Four, Drake the Dragon Master. In their natural state, Pokemon are wild living things. They are free. At times they hinder us, at times they help us. For us to battle alongside Pokemon as partners, do you know what it takes? Do you know what is needed? Maybe possibly I do. If you don't, you will never prevail over me. Elite Four, number 4 of 4. Drake the Dragon Trainer. He may be a little bit more than a tamer, so he's maybe beyond the taming of Triclydes. I'm surprised I never made a username joke for all the dragon types we fought, especially since Triclyde kinda is dragon, even though it's like a fire thing, but it's a serpent. And it seems that every time I fight an Altaria in this game, I'm using Statica. I mean, it's only a proper thing to do. A nice Thunderbolt, neutral damage, Dragon Pulse, not doing a lot, much like Wally's own. And it's a little bit past half health, so that'll take it down, and a critical hit to boot. On the 4th Elite Four member, he has 4 Pokemon remaining. It's a 4 Flygon. No, that was a silly joke. Flygon is a Dragon Ground type, and it sadly does not have a Mega Evolution in this game. I don't know why that isn't the case. Maybe there's gonna be some DLC in our near future that has some things to the games, and maybe gives Flygon its much deserved Flygon Mega Evolution. And maybe they would give the Mega Stone a stupid name, Flygon and Night or something. Let's bring up this thing. What would the Mega Stone for Dragonite be? Would it be Dragonite? Would it be Dragite? Possibly that. Speaking of Dragon Flying types, so we got Salamence. What can I go for here? How about Bill Cosby? And I'm pretty sure this isn't his final Pokemon. Yeah, he hasn't used his other Flygon. A lot of these guys seem to have duplicate Pokemon, except for Sydney. It's only his 3rd Pokemon that I'm fighting here. The Intimidate kinda lowers the power of my play rough, but I'm pretty sure it's too powerful anyway. Look at all that HP just soar down like that. He's probably going to use a full restore here. So what will my strategy be? I'm going to use Waterfall, hope for a flinch, and then maybe follow up with another play rough. Or maybe I can get lucky, get a critical, and take the Salamence down easily. But not going to happen. Critical probably wouldn't even take it out anyway. Thunderfang might just take me out. Yeah, it is. You hear the lower pitch, wee woo. Bet you haven't heard that much throughout this game. Bill Cosby is just too strong, but she had to finally get her comeuppance. It's so weird that I had to pause and be like, well, Bill Cosby, I assume Merle is female. Weird things. Gonna use Crunch, pierce my defenses a little bit. It could be a little deadly if it knows Earthquake, which I'm pretty sure it actually does, but Rock Slide is going to make it slide down. And now he has Kingdra, Water Dragon, weak to Fairy or Dragon itself. Alright, how about I counteract that in such a way? By switching into Getster. If it knows Ice Beam, it will definitely put a dent in its HP. But it shouldn't really be too much of a problem aside from that. Dual Chop, I'll say that'll be good. That is, if it were to hit, but it didn't hit. Oh boy, Kingdra's going to be delaying some stuff here. Oh, come on now. Are you just laughing in my face? Is my Sceptile that boring to you? Probably going to be yawning even more by seeing Getster probably be yawning in its sleep. That'd be cool if a Pokemon had a chance of yawning in its sleep and it actually works as the move Yawn. I'm just speaking random gibberish right here by now. This Kingdra's kind of being a little bit annoying to me. Let's T-Wave it so it will kind of be slowed down. Hopefully it'll be fully paralyzed here so that it can't move. I'm going to cheat a little bit. How about I use Flash? Lowered accuracy and paralyzed. No one can complain too much about that. But Surf is a 100 accuracy move, so there wasn't too big of a chance that it would miss with one Flash being used. Well, this Kingdra is definitely giving me a problem. It's Pokemon I thought I would have the least troubles against. And I don't know if I said it, but I did teach Alpha Bird Brave Bird in my move switch around kind of thing. Double-edged sword, much like the move Double Edge itself, which is called Double-edged sword in Japanese, I think. Since it is indeed a recoil move, it's going to use Yanami, but that's not going to do too much because this Brave Bird is going to bring it down to the ground and Funky Town, a critical hit to seal the deal. I said that previously before in the video, I'm pretty sure, so I'm being a little bit repetitive. I'm going through the whole Elite Four in this video, so it's definitely putting a little bit of strain on me. Hag pun from my Pokemon names. My raw videos usually come out to be like an hour worth of time, but I don't really talk as much as I am because all this action's going on and battling so much. This episode may be upwards of 25 minutes, maybe even a little bit more, who knows. But we are going to the Elite Four. Maybe it can be 24 minutes long. Elite 24 like in Pokemon Leaf Green. Yay, references to my LPs. And a simple Ice Punch will take down the second Flygon. Superb, it should be said. You deserve every credit for coming this far as a Pokemon trainer. You do seem to know what is needed. Yes, what a trainer needs is a true and virtuous heart. It is through their contact with trainers that Pokemon learn right from wrong. The influence of their trainers' good hearts helps them grow strong. Go onward. The champion is waiting. The champion is going to be waiting a little bit more because we're going to be taking them on in the next episode of Pokemon Omega Ruby. So let's just sit down and take a breather as we prepare ourselves for the big battle coming ahead. And I will be seeing you guys next time on Let's Play Pokemon Omega Ruby. Until then, don't toast yourself.